un dolor de cabeza terrible. En ti me paso pensando cuando dijiste te amo mientras soltaba lo más.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Cynthia ELEWUWA. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing okay. On today's video, guys, I have a guest here, but he's also not a guest. You guys already know him. So this is my husband, Mr. Charles ELEWUWA, you know. So I have him here with me today. Mr. Charles, say hi.
Hello guys.
Okay. So we have this wonderful, powerful topic for couples, married people that we want to discuss today. So I decided to invite him over. You know, he's a wisdom man, so I want him to give us a clearer picture, okay, of this particular topic. All right, so I hope you guys stay tuned and yeah, and continue watching.
You have a moment, and this very second I know you feel the beat.
So lovelies, welcome right back. Okay, so our topic today, all right, our topic for today's video is what is the purpose of sex in marriage. We all know that in marriage, we all married people, we do it, you know. I don't want to be saying it over and over again.
Yeah.
So we do it, and most of us don't even know the purpose of what we do.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We just see it as something we must do. We don't know why we do it, and we don't know the reason for doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand things differently. He sees things differently. You understand? But that's what makes, you know, people. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the beauty of it. Okay. So we've talked about this. We've argued it, and I'm like, no, you know, people see it differently. And he said, no, that is not it. I said, okay, let's bring it here so that people will help us to. Honey pie.
Yeah.
It's time. So tell us, what do you think is the purpose of sex in marriage?
Well, as a matter of fact, the purpose for sex in a marriage is not something that one can actually say, you know, I mean, he can, on one sitting, you know, give a full description of it. I told you guys. All right. But, you know, we're not experts though. But that doesn't mean we don't know what it is. Okay. But based on, you know, the topic of today, I'm going to try as much as I can to explain. The purpose of sex in a marriage, you know, I mean, it goes on and on and on. You know, and like for instance, I can say sex is of three folds. Of three folds. Okay. Three folds. I hope you guys are listening. You know, number one, sex has to do with, I mean, there is a physical aspect of sex. Physical. There is an emotional aspect of sex. Okay. And most importantly, there is a spiritual aspect of sex. So when you are talking about the purpose of sex, it depends on where you are looking at it from. Okay. You know, sex physically. All right. If you're looking at it from the physical perspective, you know, I can tell you that sex is a great exercise. Oh, great exercise. Yes. Yes. Sex is a part of exercise. Oh, okay. So if you guys asked me, I would have said, I would have seen it from a general perspective, okay, a general point of view. I wouldn't have said, okay, there are three folds: spiritual, physical, and emotional. Yeah. Right? I would have said it's just one way. No, sex cannot be one way thing. Okay. You know, so there are different. When it comes to physicality, there is also different topics you can actually deal on. Yes, and when you come to emotional aspect of it, there are other topics you can also, mention.
Okay, I think it will be best if you break it, like give us one topic from each of the 3 folds.
Okay, now
let's start with the physical. You said is an exercise.
Yes.
Right.
Sex is part of exercise.
In what way?
When it comes to sex, for the women, sex has a long way to help them exercise the vaginal wall.
Somebody will just be doing exercise to it.
No. They're all muscles. The penis is made up of muscles. Vagina is made up of muscles.
Okay, but I've only heard that one for pregnant women.
Okay. Anyway, you should. I'm sure you have not heard of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who one time said that he used to have sex every day because he's.
That one is Oyibo man.
No.
That one
not Oyibo or not Oyibo or no Oyibo.
Oyibo people they use this thing to drink water.
No.
They eat it as chicken.
That is how it should be. That is how it should be.
On a daily.
No. Let me tell you. The problem is with the Nigerian part of it. The way we see it as Nigerians. Otherwise, sex is what. For married people, it's supposed to be something that you have irregular exercise. Now, a penis is made up of muscles.
Okay.
Sex also helps the muscles of the penis.
To do what?
Oh, you don't know? Okay. Now, it also helps the vaginal wall of the woman.
Okay.
And also movement during sex is also part of exercise.
Is it for the whole body?
Whatever you do that makes you, makes you sweat, is exercise. And also, it helps the blood flow of the heart.
Flow of the heart.
The sex helps the heart.
But instead of one maybe indulging in that one, one can easily run up the stairs, like run up and down the stairs just to
when it comes to exercises. There are some type of exercises that you think are not necessary, but they give you a greater result than the one you go and lift up dumbbells, run, do cardio. So they all have different aspects. Sex helps the body because it's something that that comes with excitement. Okay. It's something that comes with pleasure. While you are on the exercise. Okay. So it has a very great impact. It helps the heart to pump very well.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
How can it be what helps the heart to pump very well?
You can Google. You can Google it.
If I run up and down the stairs, my heart cannot.
It's not about the running. It's something that you cannot overemphasize. It's so wonderful. I'm telling you, we are married people.
Of course.
All right. We've seen it all. All right. Except you are saying you've not seen it.
I've seen.
Okay. Okay. So meaning that you and I understand each other, right?
No, sure. I'm even sure they are understanding you.
Well, if you don't understand me, the only thing I can tell you is get married. You will understand.
You will understand. Okay, so you guys, you heard him. He said that sex helps in strengthening the vaginal wall.
Yes.
And the penis muscle.
Yes.
And all that.
Yes.
Right? And he also helps in pumping the heart.
Yes. It's a great. It's medicinal.
It's medicinal.
When it comes to the heart.
Okay. I also heard that it stops headache. Have you heard that one?
That's why I said we cannot overemphasize it. There's so much to say, but for the sake of time, let's just touch a little, and just move on.
You guys,
and then they can just go get married and try it out.
Okay, so when next you are having a headache, you know what to do. As long as you are married, okay, just go ahead and do what? do it.
Do the thing, yeah.
Do the
Yeah,
do.
yeah, do the do.
Do the do, and your headache will just
Go away.
disappear.
Yeah.
Coming from Dr.
No, I'm not the doctor
Charles.
actually, but I'm just trying to tell you what I know.
Coming from my
You know?
wisdom man, okay? And this is true. Like, I've read it in articles, I've read it from people, from doctors. So yeah, you can also Google it.
Yeah.
Check for yourself.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so this is the physical aspect of it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So shall we now move on to the?
You know, to the let's start with the emotional. You know, I mean, let's go to
the spiritual part.
No, the spiritual will be very. I think that should be the last. Let's start with the emotional aspect of it.
Emotional. Okay.
When it comes to emotional aspect of sex, it's an exercise.
Okay.
All right, by which love is expressed.
An exercise by which love,
Love is expressed.
Okay.
If a man tells his wife he loves her and cannot express it, it's of no use. You know, sex is, is a point where the spiritual meets the physical. You know, I mean, love. You know, the love I have for my wife cannot really be expressed. So I can express it in physical things, all right, material things. I can buy you a car, buy you expensive, handbags, buy you, take you for shopping, so on and so forth. That is also an expression of love. But that aspect of expression will not be felt by you compared to when it comes to sex. Sex helps to express the love of a man or of a woman, or should I say the love of spouses.
In the deepest ways.
Let's not just go too far away. The sex is a way, it's a medium by which love is expressed. There's no other way you can express love other than through sex.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you, there is no other way, for you to express love that will be felt by your spouse other than through sex. Which is why, when some women, I'm sure you must have heard, some women who are married to rich men, they have houses.
Yeah.
They have cars. They are exposed to lots of benefits that the ordinary man
have money.
Okay, but if the man is not effective in the other room,
yes,
it will affect the woman's emotion.
Exactly.
So
like I've heard and I have seen.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay, so no matter how much you love your wife or you love your spouse, whatever love you profess, if it's not expressed through sex, the woman cannot really, she cannot feel it. Love is tangible. Love is something that you can hold on to. But it is transmitted, expressed through sex.
So you mean that is the only way?
It's not the only way, but it's the most effective way. As a matter of fact, ask yourself, how would you feel that you and I are married for years now, and I've not touched you?
I will feel bad.
Okay. I
will feel bad.
That's also the emotional aspect of it.
But then again, one of the married people that doesn't have the luxury of life.
Okay.
They don't have good houses. They don't have money. In fact, they struggle to feed on a daily basis.
Okay.
But the only thing that they have is that sex.
Okay.
And even at some point, they are like tired of it. The woman is tired that every time the man is always disturbing her about sex. Is he only sex? Your mates are out there hustling, making money, trying to better the family. Your own is
sex.
Yeah. So are you trying to tell me that is the only way that man can show the woman that he loves her.
You remember I mentioned earlier, I said it's not the only way.
Yeah.
Everything has, has to be done in
moderation.
In moderation.
Okay.
When you focus on only the sex, your spouse will get too used to it, or perhaps they will tire of it.
Because
so the things are done, in moderation, and then you try other ways. Sex also brings excitement, which has a lot to do with emotion. Sex is pleasurable.
That's the pleasurable part of it.
So sex gives pleasure that deals with your emotion. When a man is troubled, maybe he's been beaten by the pressures of life, and he comes home to a spouse that loves him so much, who understands him. The woman can actually cool down the temperature of the tension he's having by just bringing him home to sex. That would help him calm him down.
To reason well.
Yes, and at times, if you have also noticed, people who don't usually have sex often, they're always angry.
You mean for men or women? Or
both.
Both.
When you see a woman who is not married, all right, a woman who's not married, I'm not talking about younger women right now. People who are of age, who ought to be married by now,
that are not married,
and they're not married. When you see them, they are always angry.
So what could be the reason?
The reason is because the pleasure that comes from sex is not actually being given. I mean, they're not experiencing it.
But you know that a lot of people think that the purpose of sex is just for procreation. It's for baby. Have babies. Have more babies. Have more and more babies.
And continue having more babies.
And keep having more babies. People don't really know that sex is just beyond having babies.
It is beyond it.
They don't know. They think it's only for procreation. Let's give birth. Once a man marries a woman, the next thing is have babies. Okay? Family people from both the woman's side, the man's side, all they want is have babies. You understand?
Yeah.
They will not even take time to have pleasure.
Yeah.
You understand? To pleasure the thing called sex.
Sex, yeah.
They won't have time to just, enjoy themselves, knowing that is the only purpose for sex is not just for having kids.
Yeah.
They will just jump into having children. You understand?
Yeah.
And then, children comes with responsibilities. Once the children are out here, my brother and sister, that one is finished. No, but it's true now. You now have a responsibility, to be taken care of. And then the enjoyment session is gone. So people don't really know that you have to, enjoy sex. It's meant to be enjoyed, to be pleasured, not just for giving birth, not just for procreation.
I want to point out that sex originally was not for procreation.
Okay. Did you know this one before?
Sex was not originally, it wasn't the intention of God, the creator, for procreation.
For procreation, okay. So
or should I say, or should I say the major reason,
yeah.
the major reason, I think is the right thing to say, the major reason is not for procreation. Sex is, it creates a bond.
A bond, I know that one.
Creates a bond. Ask yourself, how can a man, the Bible says, for this reason a man should, will leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife, they two shall become one. And the Bible also says, he that is joined with a harlot, one body. Meaning that if I join myself to a woman, I become you know, that woman becomes me, I become, you know, I become her.
Yes.
That means there's something very, you know, very serious about it.
Sex.
Sex is not just the fun part of it. So sex is you know, is a unifier. It unifies people. It joins you up, which is why when someone is you know, when someone breaks up, is, you know, they feel
them up.
you know, they are, it's as though their world have come to an end.
They've already created such
you know, such bond
that can be,
you know,
that isn't supposed to be broken.
Yes.
In fact, we need to do better.
Yeah.
When you have in mind that sex is not just for procreation, okay, you will know that you have to look your best. Because at any time, anything can happen.
No,
okay?
Not anything can happen. You are saying it as though, you know, it's something that just comes by accident. Honey, why are you like that?
No.
Married people,
Yes.
all right, they have been sanctioned, certified, approved to do anything at any time.
That is true.
So don't come and say that, you know, married people, you know, at any...
No, but I'm saying...
No.
At any point in time...
No, the tune you use is what I'm fighting against.
I should make my tune heavier.
Not heavy. I mean, say it in a way that, you know, your viewers would know that is what we do. What we do.
Of course, it's what we do.
So,
they do it
so you want you want deny? Say, you know, they do.
No. How can I deny?
So not deny. We, you know.
How can I deny the pleasures of life? It will not be possible.
You know.
No, so, what I'm trying to say is to let them know that, you know, that at any point in time, as a married person, you know that anything can happen.
No, everything they happen.
Oh, okay. That everything
they happen.
So you have to always look your best.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
I remove the notion of sex is for procreation only.
Yeah.
Okay. And know that it's for many things.
Yeah.
It's for togetherness, for friendship, for love, expression of love, for in fact so many
a lot of things are inside,
so
man.
Don't say,
man, and also, you know, I just want to chip in this one for married people. You know, men will not know they do one position. Try different moves, man. It makes sense. You keep your face here, honey.
Oh, my face
don't act as though I'm the only one in this you know, in this bandwagon. We are here together.
We are together.
Yeah, we are together in this ministry.
We are here.
Yes. So, you know, let's try other moves, positions, because, you know, if you are particularly on one position, you get used to it and it gets boring. It gets boring. If you like it like this, they all know.
No, it gets boring.
It gets boring. Okay, I understand. You know, I thought perhaps you were like trying to be a you know, you were trying to, you know, isolate me.
To be a
you know, so
there's so much pleasure, like the pleasure.
Yeah, yes.
What happens?
You know now. You know, and you also know how you feel when you are having it. You know, definitely your face changes. You know.
Is this
oh boy, you know, I like the look of your face.
Please.
I like the look of your face. I like the look of.
No, it's true now. It's true. So that is it. So we've discussed the
physical aspect of it, emotional
aspect, which is the pleasurable part of it, you know.
Yeah.
Now, what is the spiritual aspect of the purpose of sex in marriage?
All right. You know, when you come to the spirit, you know, to spirituality, into my world, you know that you are coming into my realm, where I flow. Sex is the only thing that gives you a closer window
Of the feeling you have.
Of the feeling of the presence of God. That pleasure, all right, cannot be explained physically. There's no way you can explain it. But when you are having, when you're having sex, that same pleasure that you experience or witnessing while having it is a way, it's an explanation of how it is to be in Christ. So, sex is how do I put it now? Sex is a shadow of a reality.
A shadow.
Yes, a shadow.
A shadow of a reality.
A shadow of a reality. Meaning that there's something else that looks like it. So sex is giving you an explanation. The Bible says that the physical is a representation of the spiritual. Meaning that whatever you see here in the physical realm is reflecting and explaining what has already been in the spiritual realm. So sex is not the main thing. It's a shadow of the main thing, and that main thing is the presence of God. So the feeling you experience, the pleasures, the contentment, the joy you feel while having sex,
it's also what you feel when
it's not what you feel. It's what gives you a little clue. It gives you a little clue of the happiness, the contentment in Christ, the joy of His presence, the joy of the presence of God. You can't explain it. There's no way you can explain it. No one can explain that, His presence. How does it feel to be in the presence of God? There's no way to explain it. But sex is is the closest thing that gives you a window of how it is. Because now I've asked you many times when we are doing the do, how does it feel? And you find it hard to explain. You find it hard to explain. So if you can't explain it,
how am I supposed to answer that? How can I even begin to answer that? You have to feel it to know.
So
you have to be in my shoes.
So that's what I'm saying. So if it's hard for you to explain, how can you explain the presence of God? So on the last day, we are going to be experiencing 247. That same pleasure that you are having, or that you feel when having sex, like that pleasure, you feel it more every day in His presence.
The one that comes with morning, He comes with morning, right?
That is okay. It's like somebody worshiping Almighty.
That's what I'm saying.
In times of worship, what do? You groan. You groan. Oh, you groan. And it's the same. That same thing is what you do when you have sex. I am not saying sex is able to explain it.
No, it can't.
But it's the only thing that comes closer. In explaining the presence, the beauty of the presence of God. The joy, the pleasures, the contentment.
Guys, I think we're gonna stop here for today, okay? Because we don't want the video to be very long, okay? So and if you enjoy this type of videos, okay, where I invite my husband to break down some topics for you guys, then let me know, all right?
Inviting me has a price,
okay. I'm gonna pay. Make sure you leave me a comment down on the comment section, all right? If there are some things that we said here that you do not understand, also let us know at the comment section.
I'll respond to you.
We'll respond to you, okay, for more clarification. And all right, guys, we'll see you guys on our next video, which will be soon. If you have any other topic that you would like us to break down, to trash, to discuss, let us know at the comment section, okay?
Yep.
And we'll get right to it. See you guys on our next video. Bye.